Hi, good morning, guys. Normally, I don't look at the YouTube chat because it's on my other screen, but today, since I missed something, then LB gets mad when I don't cover his ticker. But so Tanuj, Arthur, LB, you have a lot of our regular guys in here. Thank you. But yeah, Nilesh, I am drinking my tea. I make it every morning. Um, and guys, so I have a S&P open on my SPY chart open on my screen. I have a few charts which I'll go over today. And pre-market, all-time highs, super bullish, nothing wrong with this chart. And I think we continue going up in a little stir-up pattern. I don't think we're going to see some big candles anytime coming soon. I think we have a nice little uptrend towards 450 psychological level. Okay, I think we're going to continue going up nicely on this trend line, the first blue one. So we have the job numbers, SPY, great reaction on it, right? A little pump, so that's good. And so far so good. I mean, some stocks are not running, some are running, but if you look at the overall market, if you look at most of the tickers, stocks are holding up. Stocks are holding up. We might, sometimes if you have one position, a weekly position, which is approaching expiry, or a week after, if that position is not doing good, you just think that the market is not doing good. No, you're wrong. Your option was, it just didn't work out in your favor. Your stock might be holding up, but your pricing, you lost time decay, whatever it may be. Okay, so overall the market is great, is holding up, is doing good. Qs, same buy this every day. A nice uptrend. On Wednesday we had a little toppy, and then yesterday a little dip, and it recovered. And today I think we go much higher, and it's actually probably opening at all-time highs today, pre-market. Okay, so Qs, I love tech. If you buy time on your positions, I think you will do fine if the market runs. Even if you buy positions which are worth $5 each, and for 1 week they might not do well. They might even go back all the way down to $1, but then you still have a week or two for them to rip again. From 1, they can easily go to 10. It's happened many times in the past, so that's the reason we keep repeating the buy time on your positions. Weeklies, expect 0, play small. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, you should have enough cash in your account, or you should not be affected emotionally by your weekly positions. If you're trading options, this is reality. You have to understand. If you're the best way to put this is if your weekly position size is affecting your emotions, right? Went up huge, and if you're really excited, that means you were in heavy and you made great profits, which is making you happy. And when you're down and you're sad, that means you went in, it's vice versa, right? But if you're consistent with your size, then you'll be normal. Your account will grow. If I have a $10,000 account and I'm putting $200 cash into my weekly position and I only make 100 on it, I'm not going to be so excited. I'll just be happy. Okay, I made $100. That's consistency, right? But if I go in with $1,000 on my weekly position, I make 2K on it, I'm going to be excited because I just made 2K in a $10,000 account on a weekly position. But if that 1,000 goes down, it's the opposite. Now I'm going to be pissed off. Okay, so understand this trader psychology. Read books, because this is really important. No one else is going to teach you but my stock life here. Maybe some other great traders out there, but And XLE is holding the range. Not much to talk about here. I'm still not in. I'm still waiting for this to set up. I want the number 56 to take out, and then 57. 56 and 57. I do like this long, right? But again, 56, 57. This is real. It doesn't matter what I think, but not until the levels are reached. I'll chill on it. Okay, because why am I gonna play this chop and waste my money on it? Walmart, great stock. On the other day, I recommended 2023 leaps. Yes, I still recommend them. Even if they come down to 130, I still recommend them. Even if it comes down to 128, I still recommend them. Because this stock, when it runs, when the uptrend starts, it might start this month, next month, September, October, I don't know. But when the uptrend starts, it's just going to continue going straight up without any dips. Keep that in mind. Okay? But for now, the only number that matters if you want to play closer dated positions is 142 solid hold. 142 solid hold. We've been saying it ever since this entire range. Okay, so still waiting for this trade to come to me. Okay, and then we have Home Depot, beautiful play today. Our butterflies should be up more than 100% right at the open, so over 100%. I'm still holding into next week because I do think we continue higher towards 327, 330s next week, and this can easily give me 400% next Thursday or Friday. So I will be patient. Did I scale out? Yes, I've scaled out of this position. So manage yours. You're up more than 100% at the open, in my opinion, and you do you. Space. So yesterday we already had the one verticals, right? I did not catch the big moves like many of you guys did, or LB caught this beautifully. right? But then I did buy the August vertical call. I bought myself time because on this momentum, this could have easily shot up another 30, 40 points the next day. It did not. It gave up gains. But the best thing now that happened is yesterday we had news that Branson's going to space, right? Sir Richard Branson, he's going to space and is opening up at 53. The only number that matters here, this pre-market I wrote this here, through 58, we're likely to get 63 or 62, 63. But through 63, if this goes, if this closes above 63, this stock can easily spike up to 80 bucks. Okay, this can easily spike up to $80 above 63. Okay, but the premium is very expensive on the stocks. That's the reason we went verticals, and the verticals that were called by LB yesterday, the 50 and 60, those should be up double at the open. Okay, they should open at 374 in my opinion, or maybe even more. Okay, so LB, great call on space verticals. Premiums were expensive, but we bought them for $2, right? A $10 call, we bought them for $2, right? Those options will not double, but our verticals will actually go up by more on this one, right? And I'll tell you guys why in the next session maybe. Tesla, they just had delivery numbers, nothing crazy movement, right? Because the stock already ran so much last year. How much is it really going to run? We can't keep expecting this to just keep running, right? It's holding above 500, which is great on its own, I think, right? But 700 proving to be very hard. 700 is very hard on Tesla. But if it can take above 700, we can probably see a shift towards 760s. Okay, only if it takes out 700 and holds. If it doesn't, expect lower all the way to 640ish, 630. Okay, what does Tesla do here? I have no idea. This is nothing but a gambler's bet right here. Unless you're doing some crazy levels in details like Goldman Sachs, you can predict the moves. If you're not doing any detail studying like him on Tesla, to predict what Tesla is going to do here is very hard. This looks like a bull flag as well, but then it's also rejecting a 700. What exactly does it do? No idea. Unless it breaks 700, it breaks out of this pattern, then yes, maybe long side. Rocket, somebody asked about Rocket. I went over this yesterday. Stocks like this, you have to understand. This stock, I used to love this stock back here in December, Jan. I loved the stock, but then the way the chart has formed now, I don't even know if I would ever want to invest in this company ever in equity. This is something that I wanted to buy long. The reason being is the chart is totally messed up. On every big squeeze, they're selling it. This is like a VIX chart, right? I mean, does this continue for another 2-3 years to come, right? The only number that matters for me, if I ever want to invest in equity in this position, is a hold about 26, maybe for at least 3 to 4 months. Not even 3 to 4 days. Hold about 26 at least for 3 to 4 months, right? And now the thing here is, if you guys are playing weekly positions on this or shorter 1-2 day positions, you have to understand one thing. When stocks like this run, when they give you a squeeze, your 50-cent options will go to $3, which is like 500-600%, right? In March, I think, or if you guys were here with me, right, I caught Rocket. I mean, I had the leaps. I had the 2022 or 23 leaps. I was sitting on them for many months, for 4 months. They did not move. They kept going up and down. But I had the leaps. I bought my time. I sold my calls like from $3. I don't even remember what they were, but I sold them all the way up to $20 on this squeeze, from 3 to 20. Okay, I kept scaling out slowly, and I was all out around here, around 36 to 35. Okay, but now if you're playing weekly positions on this, all I can say is if you put in $1,000 in this, your 1,000 can be a 5K or maybe even 10K if they run. But if it doesn't run, you gotta accept the $1,000 loss, right? So it was a great setup. It just didn't break out. It didn't work out in your favor, right? The setup was great to play. Right here, it looked like it was gonna break out, but they didn't take it. So if you have time on this, maybe let's see. For now, it needs 20 plus close on this name. 20 plus on the Rocket is required. RMO, a great pattern, right? This is a very normal pattern in many stocks, you guys can see. Now on these setups, some stocks will break out, some will fail. Not every chart is gonna break out, understand this. And that's the reason consistency with position sizing is so important. Okay, right now it's holding $8 strong, but this stock needs above 9 or 10, right? Above 9, this can give you 10, right? And above 10, hold for 3 to 4 days, it can probably give you 12. Okay, so if you have time on this position, see what it does. You don't want this lower than 8. If it goes lower than 8, it might continue towards this support level right here and then come back up. All right, but again, random squeezes in this name as well, right? I mean, so let's look at space. I mean, this is RMO space, same chart, okay, same chart, but space broke out, right? So if you're gonna play those charts, you shift your money, you look at the catalyst, and you diversify your portfolio. If you have $10,000, you maybe put $200 in 5 of these charts, and then you're looking for the 1,000%. So if 4 go to shit, even if one works out to be 1,000%, that leaves you with 500% net. That's $1,000 profit, double on your principal. These are the numbers as a trader you're gonna have to come in your mind and play. You can't just play one name. Okay, this is what I'm telling you right now. I don't even know how many of you think like this, right? But you choose 5 charts like this and you write them. One breaks out will give you 1,000%. And that 1,000% will cover your other 4 losses plus still leave you with 500% net. Okay? You have to think like this. But for that, you have to be consistent. Your position sizing has to be consistent. Baba, very ugly right now. It needs above 231. Until then, don't even bother. Because Zai is making some comments in China. I don't know what their problem is. It's hurting their stocks. It's hurting my portfolio, right? But I have leaps, so I'm not worried. But yesterday I played a Baba Lotto in case if there was a technical bounce, which was a 700% potential. As of now, the way Baba is opening up, that's going to go to 0. But like I said, out of 5, I will probably nail 2, or out of 3, I will nail 1, which leaves me with net overall if I'm consistent. Okay, this one's probably going to go to 0. And guess what? Another thing now, because I already played a lot on Baba this week, but I still have today, I am not going to go jump in another lotto hoping to make this money back. Hell no. And today's a great lotto day, but Ricky ain't buying no lottos today. Why? Because I already used my funds for the lotto in Baba. It did not work out. And if the other position also doesn't work out, now this lotto becomes maybe half of my full size. Okay, from $1,000 I'm putting $200 into Baba Lottos, and then I'm throwing in another 200 into something else. That has become a $400 position now for the week. Okay, I could have done it, but depending on my account now, because I have a lot of positions, whatever, I'm not gonna play no lottos. But why? Because I've already used it up yesterday. Okay, I want to see what next week brings. All right, trading is not going nowhere. It's not an overnight thing. Oh, I dropped ice cream cone. But trading is, I mean, it's here every day. It's not gonna go away. So manage your numbers, consistency, patience. JD, oh man, it's almost 9:30. $80 is what matters. Beautiful action is holding levels. It's actually holding better than Baba, right, comparatively. So above 80 is what we need on JD. Until then, don't even sniff it. It gave the moves. If you have the leaps, I'm not doing anything with my leaps. I'm just gonna let them play because China, we can easily have some good news next week. We have no idea. Okay, but weeklies will hurt. If you're playing short term, they will hurt. So manage. Apple, I just love the action here. It's just so strong. I freaking love it, right? But let's see how it behaves above 140. So I'm still gonna avoid. If it gives us a setup here in July sometime, maybe I'll play this to the upside long. Okay. But above 138, no, it's gonna do some of these movements, and you will be gambling with your money. I mean, I doubt it just goes straight through. I doubt it, right? But 142, 145 is very hard. Amazon could be a great lotto day today. Bezos is stepping down. I think this is his last day today or July 5th, I believe. Well, I mean, I think today or this week. The only thing I love about Amazon right now is that it's holding above all these levels, 3,400 for the longest time. It's never done this. This is like a bull flag pretty much. So let's see if we can break above 3,450, hold, and then 3,520, 3,560. Okay, and then we ride. So let's see. I don't want this below 3,400 at all. Like a close below 14 or 3,400, 3,380. It has to hold this level right here, which is 3,390ish, I believe, or whatever it may be. Google, beautiful chart, holding up all the levels. Right, the one number that matters here is the high of this candle right here. So we need above 2,465. Okay, 2,465. So keep an eye on this. And one chart that we played 2 days ago was Weibo. Spreads were up nice. I mentioned this chart over and over again. Right, I mentioned it right here. Right here at the 51, 52, there was a beautiful setup, and then it gave us a $3 move. Okay, this was the trade. It gave us a $3 move. I'm still holding on to my spreads because my spreads are in the money, so I'm not worried. So let's see what it does. But those of you that took profits, congrats. And guys, manage your position, manage your size, learn your account, learn your numbers. Okay, sit down and work on those numbers. So I hope. Yeah, Goldman Sachs. Let's do it in the chat. All right, guys. I have 5 minutes to open up all my platforms. So I'll see you guys if I missed anything. Let me read the chat. All right. Okay. So guys, good luck. Manage your positions. Control your sizing. Control your emotions. If your emotions are being affected by your position sizing, you're in too heavy. As simple as that. Learn from it. It's your account. See you guys back in the chat.